if all goes well in the much anticipated meeting between the Senate Ad Hoc Committee and the Senate of America. And as Elizabeth Atieno now reports, the American government has been accused of discrimination against the Kenyan victims.
Victims of the 1998 American embassy bomb blast might wait until February or March 2024 to know their fate on whether they will get their compensation or not.
That we may not get a full omnibus budget passed in September. We may get a kick down the road to February or March, which is not an infrequent occurrence in Washington, which would give us our next deadline. But I have to say, to borrow another phrase, striking while the iron is hot, this is our time.
The Senate Ad Hoc Committee is set to travel to Washington, D.C. in America in September this year and hold a meeting with the Senate of America to deliberate on the issue, which has delayed for 25 years.
We are all on board because this is an issue of Kenya, not any partisan issue. This will be the last probably the last Kenyan attempt.
The victim's lawyer, Philip Musolino, and Dr. Ramona Tascoe, who represents 3,500 victims, on Friday appeared before the Senate Ad Hoc Committee, where they called on the Kenyan government, led by President William Ruto, to amplify their voices on the matter, further castigating the American government for discriminating Kenyan victims.
I think that we are at a point now where the only thing that possibly explains why you've had to wait 25 years is because of the inherent bias that would allow folks to not value your injury, your suffering, as we would want them to.
I am second to none in my belief that the United States is not responsible the way Al-Qaeda is responsible. I understand that. And I understand why the Secretary of State, Mr. Blinken, would appear and give a statement on August 7th that doesn't include an apology to the victims, doesn't include an acknowledgement of errors. I get that. None of us likes to do that. I don't blame the State Department for not wanting to do that, and I don't want to have that fight with them. I don't.
In January 2008, the U.S. government, under the Foreign Sovereign Immunity Act, declared that non-U.S. citizen victims who were employees of the U.S. government at the time of the attack were eligible for victim compensation of approximately $800 million each. The over 4,500 victims now hope that the patience they have shown for 25 years will pay off. Elizabeth Atieno, TV 47, Nairobi.